Hey, good morning, Chillie with Chillie's Cruises here. Sorry about the slight delay there. A little technical glitch this morning. Also, sorry, my hair looks off odd. It's just one of those mornings, folks. Good morning to all. My apologies for the little slight technical glitch this morning, but we are here. I'm coming to you from Bedford County in Virginia, a little town called Forest, which is the family farm. Um, it's a brutally windy morning this morning. And folks, I know it's not near as bad as you guys on up the East Coast from me with the nor'eastern that's been pounding New Jersey and New England, New York and New England. And, is going on right now. We had the rain yesterday. Not near as heavy as some of you guys have been getting it. But today it is windy and really tough windy. I'm dreading going outside and seeing damage because I know I've got tree damage all over the place. But that comes with the territory around here. Speaking of weather, we'll get started this morning with the weather story, even though that's not my lead story today. But there's a couple updates for some of you folks, especially those of you that are cruising here shortly. The tropical Atlantic is pulling a fast one. Disturbance 15 that we talked about on Tuesday has fizzled away to nothing. And then in the meantime, down off the coast of Mexico, southern Mexico, a system has popped up and is rapidly developing. Now it's just a series of thunderstorms and a low pressure, but it has now been renamed tropical depression. I guess it would be 16, and probably will become Nestor, that the one out off of the coast of Africa that's just gone away would be. But anyway, they're giving it a 60% chance of development in the next 48 hours. And that sucker is due just to come right straight across the Gulf toward the Gulf Coast of Florida, maybe up near the Panhandle. So we got one that's just popped up just literally overnight, and something that we're going to have to watch now over the next couple days. So a little bit of a disturbance down in the Gulf that might develop into something and might not. I mean, we thought the one off of Africa was going to be a late season major storm, and it's just basically gone. So that was cool. A little sip of coffee this morning. Okay. My lead story today, which I'll get to now, and I guess you'd say that I'm a little late on publishing the story. Several other people had it yesterday, and it really bothers me a lot. The Grandeur of the Seas. Many of you that have cruised from Baltimore have been on Lady G, as she's known. The Grandeur of the Seas is a long-time fixture in Baltimore. She will be leaving the Royal Caribbean. Couldn't even come up with a cruise line. Royal Caribbean's fleet in March of 2021. She's not going away totally. She will be transferred to the sister cruise line, Pullmantur, and start cruises in spring of 2021 on Pullmantur. Pullmantur's, we don't really follow it that much, and at least in my business, but they're around. So Lady G will be become a Pullmantur ship. Whether it keeps its name or changes name probably has not been decided yet, but it'll be the same ship. The final sailing as a Royal Caribbean cruise will be March 21st in 2021. She'll probably go to dry dock and have some changes done before joining the new cruise operator. Now, I highly recommend, folks, if you have not been on Grandeur of the Seas out of Baltimore, you do so. You got a little over a year before she'll be gone. It's a great little ship. It's about 2,000 passengers or so, maybe a few less than that. It's a good ship. It's a good cruise. They have several itineraries out of Baltimore. Baltimore is one of my favorite cities. I like going up there. Always go eat crab cakes, and there's several bars there in Baltimore that are a lot of fun. So anyway, Baltimore's a good place. She will be replaced in Baltimore by Enchantment of the Seas. So the cruises will continue in 2021. So we're losing Lady G. She's a grand old ship and one that many of the cruise folks have been on over the years. Good ship. So that's my lead story today. I'm sorry to hear that because I've been thinking about doing another cruise on her sometime soon. So, and I probably will now that she's going to be going. Okay, let's move along. The Costa Smeralda, that's the new huge Costa ship that's under construction over there in Finland. It's a 6,554 passenger ship that's powered by LNG, liquefied natural gas. The delay on launching has been postponed from what it originally was, but she has been out on her sea trials and passed her sea trials and has returned back to Meyer Turku shipyard in Finland. So they're going to go on for the final stages of construction, and she will, of course, starting in November of this year, will start offering 7-night cruise itineraries in Europe. She will become the flagship of the Costa cruise fleet. It's a huge, huge ship. She will be joined by her sister ship, the Costa Toscana, which is set to debut in 2021. Again, Costa Cruise Lines, we don't do a whole lot with in this country. It's primarily a European cruise line. Some of my friends that have been on Costa's cruises love them. Again, because I don't do a whole lot of European stuff with my F&C travel website. I don't follow a lot of Costa stuff on ships and so forth, but I've heard they're just fabulous cruises. So if you're looking for something different, you might want to go that way. I need to do some checking. I don't think they've started doing Caribbean cruises or cruises around this part of the world. That they might have. So anyway, that's something I'll check on because Costa's they're good line. So anyway, that's the Smeralda. Royal Caribbean is adding a new private island, and this one in the South Pacific. Vanuatu, I think is the proper pronunciation, is a natural gem in the South Pacific, and it will soon be home to Perfect Day at Vanuatu. The announcement of the new project was made between the Prime Minister of Vanuatu and Royal Caribbean's International President and CEO Michael Bailey. The destination will be created in partnership with the community of Vanuatu to showcase the distinct natural ecological beauty and diverse local culture of the island nation. Of course, you know that I didn't write that, but that's what the folks that do things like that say. So we've got another Perfect Day. Also, they're planning a Perfect Day in La Lipa, which I don't even know where that is. Another one of those crazy places out there in the Pacific. I think it's down near Australia, maybe. But anyway, so the Perfect Day program that they started at Coco Key in the Bahamas is being expanded to other ports, private islands throughout the world by Royal Caribbean. So congratulations to them on that. Carnival Cruise Line is going to be adding a 4th cruise ship to Galveston starting in 2021. The Carnival Radiance will join the Breeze, the Vista, and the Dream in Galveston. And of course, that's going to significantly increase the passenger count for Galveston starting in 2021. It will probably become the 3rd largest port, I believe, now followed behind, no, maybe 4th. But anyway, Galveston is definitely growing considerably. So 4 Carnival ships running regular cruises. The Radiance will offer 5 to 14-day voyages beginning in May of 2021. Of course, a lot of that is Western Caribbean, and 3, 4, and 5 dayers. And then it's going to have some longer ones, 8 port, 14-day journeys, which include partial cruises in the Panama Canal. So some good stuff coming to Galveston starting in 2021 from Carnival. And the last story, I'm sure many of you have already heard about this one. It's just bizarre. Sometimes people are so damn dumb, excuse my French. A cruise passenger was caught standing on the very edge of the Allure of the Seas cruise ship on the wrong side of the balcony. She crawled across the balcony and was standing outside the balcony on the cruise ship, which means, a gust of wind, lurch of the ship, and she's gone. The photo was originally posted on social media by one of the passengers. The group shows the woman doing something stupid and dangerous and reckless, not only to herself, but that's affecting, if she goes in the water, that affects every passenger and crewman on that ship. People don't do crap like that. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Not only are you risking your life, but you're affecting everybody else on the ship. I mean, that's just asinine. They found out who the woman was, and I'm sure she was kicked off the boat as soon as it got to port. Excuse me. We keep getting stories like this, and they're just ridiculous that people are that stupid. That's really about it for today. Again, I feel bad about the Lady G. It's a great ship. So some of you might want to consider doing a cruise out of Baltimore here in the next year so you don't miss out on Lady G. She's a fine old lady that we all have enjoyed over the years. Okay, that's about it for this morning. I'll be back on Saturday. Many of you know that follow me on other social media things. My next couple of weeks are going to be nuts as my niece will be gone and I'll be running her business. My business, my regular business is busy. Also, I've got gigs every weekend for the next several. So I'm going to not only be pet sitting by day and night, I'm going to be moving the trailer around and doing gigs like this weekend. I got a ball game. Next weekend, I got a little festival at a elementary school. But so it's busy time for me. And of course, I've got this show 3 days a week. So I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you'd like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, my interview shows called Chillie Chats and travel and cruise industry news, which appear Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Click on the bell notification, and you'll be notified as soon as I go live or as soon as a new video is posted. And I've got several videos that'll be out here in the next couple days as I get time to finish them up. They're in the can now, and I'm working on them. So hopefully we'll get them up here in the next few days. Anyway, that's that one other thing I wanted to point out. I am definitely booked for back-to-back cruises in February. I'm going to be going on out of Fort Lauderdale. I'm going to be going on the Zooterdam, Holland America Zooterdam, for a 7-night cruise on February 1st. And it gets back into port on the 8th. And I will be going down the port. I think it's down the port to the Carnival Sunrise and doing a 5-dayer on the Carnival Sunrise. So back-to-back cruises for me coming up in February. Of course, as always, I'm looking forward to that. And that's, I got to finalize all that today and book flights and all that stuff. So if any of you are looking for a cruise and want to join me, come on. We'll have some fun. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll see you guys again on Saturday morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time for travel and cruise industry news. That wraps it up for this, the 17th day of October in 2019. So, hope you've enjoyed the show. We'll talk to you soon. Later, y'all.